cracking, guys.
Love is
fantastic.
All right, gents, how you doing? Yeah. Hey, is that off the back of those live recognition cameras, was it? Which one?
Have a chat with the lads because we're tad busy. Have a chat with the Sarge today. Have a chat.
Okay, thank you, bud.
hello.
Hi, Matt.
How's it going?
All right, yeah. They said you'd have a chat with me.
And unfortunately,
You constable friends?
yeah, we're dealing with the same thing they are a minute.
Give us a couple of minutes, we'll be out with you now.
All right, thank you, Matt. Yeah, thank you. Unbelievable, guys. They're out there nicking people with the cameras and at the demos. Intrusive is what it is. I'm guessing, guys, if you've got like outstanding warrants or something like that, then them is all over you, the demos. We see what they've got to say now.
2 seconds.
All right, fella, no worries. Oh, guys, beautiful. We're going to get ourselves a little interview with the recognition, the live facial recognition van. Beautiful, guys. And as you see, them has already been successful here today. Arrested one man. He has no idea. I doubt it if they can tell us exactly what he was arrested for. But slow yourself down, love. The cameras are on you. What's that, bud?
Do you record TikToks?
TikToks? No.
Swear you do.
No, man. No, it's not me, man. Not me. I'm a policeman, I am. Right, so on, come on now, move on, guys. Right? I'll have to do a little strip search now. You don't want that happening, do you? You know what I mean?
Inopportune moment, you okay?
Yeah, good, but good.
Met you before.
Have we really?
Yes. And I can't think where we've met.
In the gay clubs?
Absolutely
No?
not, no.
What do you mean, absolutely not?
Well, I'm not gay.
Isn't
And I don't go clubbing.
Well, can't be there, can it? Anyway, what's going on here, my friend?
So we're here doing live facial recognition. We've done it quite a few times in Swansea.
Right.
And there's a watch list of wanted individuals from across the force and also local nominals from Swansea that we're looking to identify.
Is it
And
just people who are like wanted for like serious crimes, I suppose?
it'll be high risk offences. There'll be standard risk offences for the area. So it will include like, you know, what could be perceived as like low level shoplifts in Swansea.
Unpaid
but it would
bill,
only
unpaid.
No.
Nothing like
that's not,
no, I don't
that's
mean
not
bills, I
US.
mean like court fines and stuff like that.
No, the warrants.
That's low level,
no,
right?
The warrants are more so individuals who haven't attended for their court appearance,
Okay.
so they're sort of failed to appear, or if they've breached orders.
Right,
so
I got you.
those as well.
So I'm guessing you've been here all day today?
I've got you about 11:30.
Half 11.
We're about to wrap up now.
In for the off time, like for the
Because
special hours, yeah.
once the shops are closed, everyone
Yeah, yeah.
disappears, and we'll have been here all day.
So it's been successful, or I just noticed now you just bagged one customer.
Yeah, we had a gentleman, there was a warrant, but
Okay.
and we had an alert earlier on as well.
Oh, okay.
But the camera was pointed a pretty fair distance up there, and the individual was walking in that direction, so we had
Okay.
to make up a lot of ground.
So what kind of distance can it pick up someone from?
The cameras, they've got a 40 times optical zoom on them.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what the comparative focal length would be, but as an example,
O2 maybe a face there?
no, you go further.
Beyond?
Yeah, it
Wow.
would go to just by Lloyd's Bank. Any further
Blinking
than
heck, that is quite far.
And you're running a massive distance, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
The idea being that when we get an alert, because we're not assuming that computer is right,
Yeah.
we will look at the comparison. So
I
we'll
got
look
you.
at the alert, we'll look at the file image,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
compare them. If the individual who's monitoring the system thinks that it's a good match, then the engagement team
I
will
got
go and
you.
speak to them. But again, it's still not a guaranteed thing. It's not like we grip hold of you and put you in
Oh, I
handcuffs.
got that. You've got to. It's got to be reasonable, like.
It's a chat.
Yeah.
You know, you explain exactly what's happened. You've alerted on the cameras.
So how many times, like, you've arrested 2 today, or was it 1 arrest?
One arrest, yeah.
And 1 alert, is
One
that
alert,
is it?
yeah.
Oh,
And
right.
the individual was too far away and was going in the
So it was 1
opposite
possible,
direction.
and you had to check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we've checked the match, and it was
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
match.
It's not that bad then, because you know, I imagine like,
Yeah.
oh, there's 50 alerts and you quick like this trying to. No.
We've had it. We do mutual aid to other forces because it's only South Wales, the Met, and Essex and Kent who've got live technology.
Right, yeah.
So we do offer mutual aid, which is where the force will ask for us to come and support an operation.
I got you.
And Wrexham versus Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
It's a local derby because they aren't that far apart.
It's
so
going
we
off a lot,
Yeah,
was
we
it?
had 15 alerts that day.
Was it? Wow.
But
The football boys, man, they're all dodgy, eh?
didn't result in arrest or anything like that.
Oh,
it was
okay.
all on intelligence led
Ah,
that they
right.
caused issues before.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, it's kind of, look, we know you're here.
Yeah.
And just having a chat with
But
them.
generally on a Saturday afternoon in a shopping centre like it's just quite sparse. The alerts, like, it can vary, is it?
It can vary, yeah.
Yeah,
There's no math to it. It
Yeah.
depends who was walking down the street at that time.
See, a couple of years ago when it went to the courts, the facial recognition, they did deem it unlawful, didn't they?
No.
They did, didn't they? But
No.
because of the legal...
There was no judgment to say it was unlawful.
All right, okay.
There was so the initial Bridges case was found in our favour, and then the appeal. There were 2 areas that 2 deployments. I can't remember the Bridges judgment back to front now.
Right.
2 deployments were not up to scratch.
Okay.
Essentially, in
All
layman's
right.
terms.
Okay.
That led to a significant period where we did like 2-3 years, I think it was,
Yeah, yeah.
of refining our use of the technology, sharpening up our sort of the APP and the deployment authority documents and all the sort of policy work behind the scenes. And then we ended up doing the NPL study with the National Physical Laboratory,
Right.
where they did the equitability study on the algorithm.
Yeah, all sounds great.
And-
So they made it legal and unlawful.
It's again, it's we've got. I'd rather think of it as we've got like a proper use. It's regimented properly.
To be honest with
And
you,
we're not impacting on, like, say yourself now, you've walked past here maybe,
yeah.
and it hasn't alerted on you, and
Yeah.
if you hadn't come to speak to us, you'd have been on your way.
Yeah.
And there'd have been no impact on you because it doesn't store data.
No.
You know, it's
so it
comparing
didn't come
you.
up there, oh, there's that die block.
No.
He's always filming us.
No.
You just knew me, like, is it?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
It
no?
doesn't know you.
Okay, all right.
Basically, how it works, you walk through the camera, right?
Yeah.
So say you've got, like it's pointing at us, but you
Yeah.
know, right? So say we're in the shot,
Yeah.
and you look at it, it'll compare your biometric template. Oh, anyway, sorry, bud. Yeah, go on, yeah. It'll look at your face, take a biometric template, compare it against the predetermined watch list that we've uploaded this
All
morning.
right, all right, okay.
If it's not on there, it comes up with a box. I would show you, but we've obviously had an alert now, so there's
that's
data
fine.
protection
So
issues.
how many, sorry, will be on your alert list for the day?
It depends. It's again
100,
it's up and
200
down.
for a day,
no,
could be anything.
so we look at high risk suspects for the force, standard risk suspects for the
South
area.
Wales now?
Yeah, South Wales.
All right,
yeah.
okay.
For the area that we're deployed in, so South Swansea, Neath Talbot command area, as they call it, and then we'll also look at warrants, and that'll be across the force as well.
Okay.
Right. So it can vary. I mean, if you look at the deployment documents on the website, ours can be anything from 600-ish up to sort of mid 800s. It varies day to day. You look at the Met, then they deploy more like 12,000 as an average. I did a look at theirs over sort of like 10 deployments, and it was about 12,000, whereas ours was somewhere in the region of 800.
Okay.
But it again,
Varies,
we
like,
could
of course.
deploy tomorrow.
Yeah.
There could be more, there could be less.
Yeah. Hey, thank you very much. It's been
Absolutely.
brilliant bit of information. Everyone likes a bit of knowledge about what's going on,
And
you know.
I think
people
that's
get
the
all
main-
scared when they see
That's
these
the
things,
main
don't they?
thing, is that people get concerned about it, and it's understandable. But the
They think it's intrusive, don't they? Another thing I'm going to ask you, you know, pollution and all that now, that's paramount, isn't it, for
Yes.
people, and Do you need the engines running?
That's not an engine, that's a generator.
Yes, but it's shooting out carbon, isn't it?
It is.
Dioxides, like
this vehicle.
I can actually feel it in my face here.
This vehicle is fitted with a bank of batteries.
Right. And you need to charge out
once the
constantly.
batteries run out,
That's it. Like,
we need to move on to the generator.
so you need that generator going.
Unfortunately, the technology isn't there at the point now where we could run a bank of batteries which would keep the vehicle within a weight class that is suitable. Because otherwise we'd need a van 3 times the size just to store the batteries. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, excellent, yeah. And last thing off now, I saw some armed police yesterday from South Wales, and I had a little discussion with them.
Yeah.
And the one armed policeman, without me actually talking to him first, he was starting telling me, you know, oh, this and that, and he said I was actually gormless.
Right.
Which I found quite offensive. Honestly,
Did you tell him that?
Well, no, I was just taken back, to be honest with you. And he was arresting someone in the background for Section 5, which is abusive language, right? And he just abused me on camera. Now, to call me gormless like that, with, you know, for no reason, I found it very strange. But, you know, do you know, like Section 5, would that come under...
Gormless isn't...
To call someone gormless? Yeah.
Is it? I don't know.
Abusive, I found it abusive. I gotta be honest.
To be honest, you would have to look at...
Because am I gormless, like? I thought I was quite an handsome man.
We've had a nice chat, haven't we?
Yeah, but no, my face now, my appearance.
Hey, look at my nose, right? Someone look at me and go, what's that on his nose? It's just with a cartilage.
But honestly now, officer, right, he did call me gormless, and I was taken back. I thought, oh, that's a bit much, like.
Yeah.
There's no need for that. I think he's got a perception that people with cameras think they're there to give you an hard time, you know. So I'll put it down to that for now. I'm not going to make a complaint or nothing.
Essentially, you know, I wasn't there, so I don't know the nature of the conversation.
All right, anyway.
Unless it's on YouTube, and I might watch it.
It is on it.
I'll give you an
opinion. Have a look at it. You'll be on it anyway, you might do.
I've been on there before.
I think we'll have to shorten it down, though, because you've got a bit of a silver tongue. You can go all day, can't you?
I can.
You've done a good job.
I'm passionate about it.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
And, like, you know, between you and I, the fact that I work on this day to day.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I got other projects as well, and within the project team.
Yeah.
But when we deploy, we do it right.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Well, I got to say, you're very knowledgeable. You know it in and out, and shout out to you for that.
Yeah, thank you. And I think the main thing, if there's a passing comment to anyone, is if you see the vans and they've got the sign on there, come speak to us.
Yeah.
And we'll explain how it works. And if we haven't had any alerts, we'll show you how it works.
Yeah. Quality.
You know, and we've got no issues with that. We're very transparent, and it needs to be that way. The second it becomes opaque, I mean, you can argue that we're not showing it you now, but that's because we've got an alert. We've got to respect the privacy of the individual.
I reckon my name's up there like that.
No, definitely not.
I did.
100% not. Because otherwise we wouldn't be having a conversation with you. You'd be coming in.
Take care, buddy. Thanks, all the best. We like that, guys. Very knowledgeable. It's got to be said, guys. A very nice man that them has. Beautiful.